Hello, NWI. Before I dive into today's episode, I wanted to talk to you about something important. So, if you know me, you know that I absolutely love doing this podcast. It gives me so much pride to talk to all the amazing people in NWI doing absolutely everything they can to shift this state into a place our children can live in freedom and security. And I am so incredibly proud of my tiny role in helping that process along. But I haven't talked about this much to anyone. My husband lost his job. He's still out of work. And then I lost one of my jobs. And my day job is very joyously mission driven. I love it. But the pay is, well, civil servant pay. If anyone thinks anyone gets into civil service for cash, whoa, Nelly, no, 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 they're not. So the show. It is incredibly labor intensive, time consuming because it's done by one person only. And it's an expense I can't shoulder alone anymore. So I considered for a nanosecond putting some content under a paywall, but I don't want to do that. Our region needs a Blue voice for everyone, and Blue by the Lake covers things no one else can. I know all of our local reporters pretty well at this point, and I'm friends with many of them. They are all incredible, committed people who work 24/7 pretty much and still can only cover a tenth of what they want to cover because there are so few reporters left. And I cover everything, things as hyper-local as all the in-depth coverage of the Munster High School walkout, to discussions with state-level thought leaders on things like reproductive rights, ICE. People really, really liked my episode where a moderate and a progressive talked to each other, and they really talked, and it was an incredible conversation. And I am planning a whole bunch of more shows like that. And I know that no one else was able to provide as many different candidate forum recordings, which I know people are using, and I'm very proud of this and thankful that they are. They're using these resources to make informed choices this election. So all of this is to say, I think you'd miss me if I was gone. And if you agree, I need your help to keep the lights on. So here are two ways to do that. So up there in the corner of the screen, you see that QR code. If you scan it, you can donate any amount. You can also do it at the website that you see listed there, tinyurl.com/BluerBTL. The platform is called Give Butter. I'm going to post this QR code and link on my Substack page and any email blasts. If I can find out ways to tuck it onto my social media, I will. It'll also appear on the intro and outro credits of every episode. If you want to make a donation there, you can do that, or you can send it along to people that you know that might want to support my work. And if you are a business, a politician, or anyone who is interested in having a stronger presence in front of my audience throughout NWI, Bluer by the Lake is now accepting sponsors. You can support the site in general. We do have sponsored show segments, things along those lines. So folks, if you see anything marked sponsored, well, surprise, that's what that means. So I still maintain full control over my content, just an FYI. And I have a lot of guardrails in place to ensure that my sponsored content has no impact on the type of coverage that I offer. If anybody's coming on my show, they know who I am, and that means that they're supporting my mission. And you know what my mission is, because I just told you. Well, but listen, believe me, after my husband and I both lost jobs, I understand what it means when even a soda from the vending machine at work, when you're having a shitty day, is out of your range. If that's you, dude, keep your wallet tucked away. If you really, really, really want to tell me how thankful you are, you can share my podcast information with your friends and family on every social media channel you can. That would really help me out. Or a hug, too, if you see me at a protest or wherever. But if you do have something spare to give, please consider supporting my work. Scan the QR code, visit tinyurl.com/Bluer by the Lake. Give what you can. If you know somebody that you think might want to be a sponsor, please send them my way. I would love to talk to them. But please help me however you can, either like, share, or follow. Share, donate, and then together maybe we can actually do some really great things here in NWI and make it just a little bit bluer by the lake. So again, thank you for all your support. And now, on to the show. folks, well, here we are at the Indivisible NWI protest here in Highland at the Avenue of Flags Memorial. I can't think of a more appropriate place. And I'm telling you, when I was driving in from Hobart and I crested that hill, and you saw that the streets are lined one side to the other. You can't get anywhere without seeing. It's incredible. You just can't even stop. The noise is unbelievable.
We are just standing up and speaking out against those who are throwing aside all we hold dear. This is a party of all the people who have had enough. Enough.
You guys you just can't even get the scope. Look at this. It's a miracle. Yeah! Now look what the hashtag did in WI. I just ran into this young man over in Crown Point.
I went from Crown Point to here, and then I'm going to go up to the United Steelworkers, actually.
I'm going to go up there too.
Right after this.
Firework.
Yeah, so I'm going to go and picket line with them, make sure that we stand up with our unions as well.
I can't even. I just, there is nothing but people as far as the eyes can see. Look, thousands are here.
Just voting every 4 years, not just posting, actually showing up, asking questions, speaking during public comment, running for seats on those boards, being the people who make the decisions instead of the people who just live with them. This is how change actually works.
Introduce yourself, my friend.
So yeah, I'm Daniel Laposa. I'm running for a committeeman for the 13th precinct over in Chicago at State Delegate District 19. And I'm here, and I've been here every time they had a national one, and I was just at Crown Point. I'm just here because, we shouldn't be answering to just pedophiles, crazy people. We need to all be together, unify. We need to flush the money back towards the bottom half of the country. All the wealth needs to come back to us. And that's why I'm here. No kings, and we gotta stand up for democracy. Vote May 5th. Okay, so we get some change in this state. I'm running under Bull Moose Party, the only one in the country over Terry Hill. So please vote for me if you're from DC, and just remember my name. I'll be around.
The behavior is monarch. And the fact that you can't see the difference, or worse, you can and you're fine with it, says everything. We are not confused about the title. We are alarmed by the pattern.
Shh, guys, Carmen's one of my besties. Just a heads up. Shh. Okay, so Carmen, what brings you here today?
Sitting at home thinking, I really should go. I really should get out there. And then my friend Cindy texted, and she said, hey, are you going? And I said, yeah. And she said, okay, I'll meet you there. So I met her there, and then I got my friend Kim to come. And yeah, we're all here.
You know what I'm going to call this from now on? This is the Mardi Gras of Freedom.
There you go.
This is it. This is the Mardi Gras of democracy.
Yes, right.
Yes.
By the way, that's why I brought flags, lest anybody think we're not patriots.
It's really interesting how many people do. But I think we're going to put paid to that idea today.
My name is Alex. I'm with the Northwest Hispanic Community Response Team. I'm Kat. I'm a friend.
Awesome. What brings you guys here today?
Fighting for our rights. So we're not going to stand up to this. We're not going to handle it. We're not going to take it. We're just going to keep fighting. We're here to raise our voices for the people who can't. It's not safe. And it's unsafe for anyone in this country to raise their voice.
How does it feel to be here today?
I love coming to the protest. There's so much good energy here. It makes you feel not alone in these feelings. I just love being in these things.
I'm calling this from here on out the Mardi Gras of Freedom.
Encouraging to be reminded that just because we live in a red state doesn't mean that we are surrounded by the enemy. We have other people who care very deeply and they're ready to speak out and show up for the others in our community. So it's needed. Yes.
Well, I am so proud of you both for being here today. All right, Happy New King's Day! Hey, who do we have here?
Hi, everyone. My name is Scott Holton, and I'm running for state senator in Senate District 1. And I want to bring a working class perspective to the state Senate that's sorely needed right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, my God. All right, so can we see your sign? Okay, that's one of my favorites. I love it. Did you make that?
Yeah, I made that.
Yeah, with your bare hands. So, how do you feel being here today?
Well, I feel excited. There's so many activists out here today, and that's really how I got involved in politics in the first place. It was activism through my union, the UAW. I've been a UAW member for 37 years, and just taking it to the streets is the way to change the world. It doesn't happen in the courtroom. It doesn't happen in the legislative hall. It happens here in the streets. We force the hand of the legislature by doing things like this. So that's the perspective that I bring to the Senate. And I'm going to bring that working class perspective and try and fix some things that are really hurting working families.
Well, I am here for that. Okay, NWI, we're making our way across the street. You just can't believe how many people are here. I just keep coming back to this sentiment. I can't stop saying it. With this many people on the right side of history, there is no way we can lose. There's just no way. Everybody here saving their voice for what matters. This moment to say, hey, we're not playing. You're not playing with our future. You're not playing with our children's future. You're not playing with our country. You're not playing with the freedoms that our parents fought and worked to protect. You're just not doing it. This land is our land, and we plan to take it back, not with violence, but with the force of our voice and the force of our will, because we believe that freedom is worth protecting. And this is what democracy looks like. Because if you look down this street, I think this might go on for almost a mile. Guys, introduce yourselves.
Hey, my name is Kevin Mejia. I run the East Chicago Indiana News. We are out here at the No Pink protest at the Highland flags.
Hi, my name is Rafael Monta Jr., President, Founder of More Action for Students, and current candidate for Calumet Township.
How does it feel to be here today?
It feels amazing. We heard some great speeches over there. We heard some great information in regards to why we are here today. And I think it's very important that we all keep on spreading the word that we're upset. We're not going to let this keep on happening. Something has to be done now. Somebody has to stand up to do something about it.
Well, and that's what we're doing today. Because when there's this many of us that believe in the right side of history, how can we possibly lose?
Exactly. I agree with you. And that's why, we got to do it one step at a time and see what we can accomplish with this, because
it feels like crazy to say this, but it's been barely more than a year. It's barely been a year, and look where we are.
Yeah.
So if we can do this much this quickly, what else can we do?
It's all about building power here on the local and state level. If we want to counter this, obviously we only have one congressperson we can vote for. Thank God it's a Democrat. We are making sure that we can continue having a Democrat office on our congressional level, electing at least 4 Democrats to our state House of Representatives so that we can break the supermajority. And we also elect some new state senators so that if the worst ever does come and the state Senate tries to redistrict again, the Democrats can break quorum and we can prevent redistricting from happening again, because they will not take our power on the federal level.
All right, you heard the man. And if there was ever a motive to get your ass out of your chair and go vote when it's time to vote, it's now. So, alrighty, gents, introduce yourself as much as you want, my friend.
I was going to say I am the Mandalorian.
Oh my goodness.
Or Mendo for short, whichever one.
We've got a whole Star Wars house over here. So here's a little random thing. We had Han and Leia cake toppers at our wedding cake.
That's awesome.
Right? Yes, we did. So, all right, are you a Grogu or are you not a Grogu? I mean, I know.
He's a little pest, but he's my little buddy.
He is your little buddy. And well, he's not here today, but what brings you here?
Fight the Empire. Join the rebellion. Even though Mandalorians have always been known to be bounty hunters, we've also been known to stand up for what's right. And what's happening in this country right now is not right.
Amen. So how does it feel to be here today?
It's a great turnout. I'm loving this. I was back here in October. It was the first time I came over here. It was a good turnout then. This is an even better turnout.
It just keeps growing and growing. Little sparks turning into fires everywhere you look. All right. Well, thank you so much. Go find your Grogu when you're done with this, and happy No King's Day!
The worst of the worst.
Fire. What are we doing to protect our children? What are we doing? We need to speak up. We need to speak out. We need to stay awake, stay aware. So many people. There's so much legislation. I know we're all concerned about so many issues.
Literally my favorite sign. Because yeah. Hey, folks, we're over here. We made our way across the street. And who have we got here?
I had to call you, but
So what brings you guys here today?
It's been a decade of nonsense.
There you go. A decade of nonsense. I'm going to coin that one. Oh, well, you coined it, but thank you. It's spring and it's hope. Are you guys going to do something fun to celebrate when you get out of here?
I think this is our fun. I'm having a great old time.
Oh, well, that's one. It's been amazing.
I know, there's so many nice people. We've only seen a couple negative people, and like we don't interact, but like out of the outpour of support for like our country, it's just amazing.
I've seen like 3 thumbs down, and the rest of it's just been horns.
Yeah.
You know?
It's shame.
It hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped its whole time.
Hours. And it tells you, again, little fires. I keep saying this in every time I record, but they've just turned into flames, and towns everywhere, people are rising up. Yeah. These numbers speak for themselves.
Exactly. And this is Indiana. You know, so like, I know we're like a little more liberal in Indiana, but still, like, it's the whole state's like this. My elderly grandmother, was at the last one of voice, like, in a wheelchair, you know? So
I mean, she's voted Republican for her entire life. Who's like what?
70-something.
Yeah. And until 2016, it's crazy. Like, yeah.
No, it really is, because like I love her. If you're seeing this, grandma, but like she's a stubborn lady. She has her opinions and she sticks to them. And like we would discuss this, like, and I was always very leftist, and she would be like, "Okay, I don't agree with that," but blah blah blah. And then by post 2016, she was like, "Wow, okay, I agree with everything you're saying now."
Go, Grandma!
Oh, we love her. So
I have family like that too. Lifelong Republicans that when Trump came along, they're like, "Nope, we're done," and now they go to protests.
yeah, exactly.
So
We're just excited to be able to share our love of our country, though. I mean, I love this country.
it's exhilarating to take our country back.
Yes.
All right, we are here with one of my favorite people on the planet, and I mean that is not hyperbole. Benita Adams! How does it feel to be here?
Well, I tell you this much, I'm just standing in awe because everybody is still smiling. We're being friends. And I feel hope. I just hope. I feel hopeful that we'll make a difference. And as the president of the Chicago NAACP, I'm just proud to be here and just to be amongst my fellow Democratic friends. Alrighty, NWI, home again, jiggity jog. It was an amazing, amazing day. Of amazing people standing in this bright day of early spring to celebrate freedom and the ability to use our voices, which we have not tossed into the wood chipper yet. I'm proud of every single person that stood out at the sign today. I'm proud that I was with them. I'm proud that I was able to record their stories a little bit so that everybody knows who we are, what we believe, and what we're willing to do to make sure that our country remains a place that is the home of the free and the brave. Because what I saw today
from that, it sure as well is. We are still here. We are still the home of the free and the brave, and nobody is laying down our democracy without a fight. Because someday, folks, I know we don't want to jinx things by saying it, but someday this will be over. There is no way that what I saw today, the voices I saw raised today, will do anything but prevail. Because all over the nation, town by town by town by town, by little burg, by big city, by municipality, everywhere, people are awakening to what's happening, and they're just saying, no, dude, no. Nobody voted for this. Nobody wants this. And we want something different. And that is truly what it means to be an American. I hope everybody had a wonderful No King's Day. I hope this phrase that I coined for it, the Mardi Gras of Freedom, takes off. Because what could be a better thing to do than celebrate that? So I'm going to give you guys a little minute with some daffodils. It's your moment of daffodils. Bye.